and dealt with it through medication and diet, and have done pretty well on management of it over the years. It runs in my family. Both my grandfathers had it, and my mother has it, so they say it's hereditary, or can be hereditary, but I assume that's the way I got it. Diabetes is an epidemic now in the United States. It's the fast-paced life we live. I drive a truck for a living, and that's my livelihood, and it's not very conducive to a healthy lifestyle with constant sitting, long hours of traveling, and I don't have good options for food anymore. All the truck stops now have fast food. You used to get fresh vegetables and so forth, but that's a thing of the past. I started with 2 Neolife protein shakes and a sensible dinner, a little protein, good salad, and started with that each day the 1st of September while on vacation, followed by 6 weeks of time off from hip replacement surgery. I just had total hip replacement on the left side. I was able to lose 10 pounds before my surgery, which was, very beneficial to me. And I've basically done it without exercise, because before I had my hip replaced, I was literally crawling up our steps to bed, just could barely function getting back and forth to work. And, I credit even me being able to do that in the condition I was in to a lot of other products that Neolife has. And, but, I did it without exercise is what really blows me away. I mean, I just, first 4 or 5 weeks, really, it was everything I could do to get up and use a walker to get to the table and so forth. So I didn't even do any exercise and was able to lose this weight.
So he, besides doing what he did, having the protein drink for 2 days or 2 meals a day, he also getting a lot more rest than he would normally get while working, while driving, and he was drinking almost, he's a big guy, he's 6'4", but he was drinking about a gallon of water a day, which is another thing that's really difficult to do when you're driving a truck and you can't stop all the time and you can't always, get water. So those things were a huge deal just in, I think, helping his body to rejuvenate and heal, just getting more sleep.
Yeah, that's another thing is basically for my last 6 weeks time off, I haven't had any kind of carbonated drinks, which, being a truck driver, you tend to have carbonated drinks available to you all the time. I used the Neolife tea, which was a great pick-me-up. Those times that I felt like I was slowing down on energy, I would just, fix me a bottle of Neolife tea, and I tell you what, that's been a very big part of my journey here in order to keep me at an even pace.
Something else that we did, I've done this a few times, and I've been waiting for Kirk to join me, is we did the 3-day detox together, which was really good, and especially after being on, the meds in the hospital for the surgery, it was a great time to do the detox, and he had time to do it. So what we both know, of course, we drink the tea through that time, and had fruits and vegetables raw the first couple of days, and then the 3rd day we get to introduce the protein back for breakfast, and I think Kirk said he enjoyed that.
That was the best protein shake I ever had. I think my body was ready for it, and it was delicious.
Can I interrupt you 1 second?
Sure.
You said you were doing the detox. Had you, were you still on your medication for the diabetes, or were you?
No, actually, I had cut by about week 5, I'd cut my diabetes medicine in half, because I knew that my body I can feel it when my sugar drops too low. And I had a doctor's appointment coming up pretty soon, it was like 3 days away, so I felt comfortable doing that. And when I visited my doctor and spoke with him about it, he said, you know what, you did the right thing. And basically just told me to come off of the diabetes medicine and let's see how my sugars run for the next 3 months and so forth.
Well, that's amazing.
Yeah, I actually told him that's probably what was happening, because he already was kind of low energy just from the past few years of life, and then when his energy really started dropping, I said, it's probably your sugar level, because you've lost 20 pounds.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's when he cut it in half, and then the doctor said, yeah, that's what you need to do.
You know, and medicines, a lot of people don't really understand the purpose of meds. Medicines will turn systems on and turn systems off. It's like blood pressure. If blood pressure's high, they give you a medicine to lower it, you know, and vice versa. And same way with diabetes. You know, what happens is your sugar levels get up high, so they give you a medicine that will lower it. But also during this time with the shakes and so forth, I just feel like my body and the loss of weight was crucial. But my body can heal itself now that it's getting the proper nutrients. The medicines would never heal me.
Right.
I would always be on those medicines if I did not make a lifestyle change.
Right.
And this time off really afforded me that. And you know what? It's given me hope, and it's also given me a lot of incentive to pursue more weight loss, even though I am going back to work.
Right. Oh, you froze. I don't know if you can hear me. Stand by.
Are you?
Oh, there we go. You're good.
Oh. I don't know. There we go.
Yeah, you're
Is that
back
better?
up. Yeah, you're back up.
Back on? Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. There was another thing with the detox. I lost 4 pounds and Kirk lost 5 pounds as well. So he lost 5 more pounds from that.
Wow.
So you can talk about your goal of.
Well, I mean, my thing is even now I'm below wedding weight, and that's 15 years ago. So I'm very proud of that. And I'm also below a plateau that I've struggled to get below for years and years. And last couple of weeks, I've kind of just been maintaining, and I weighed myself this morning out of curiosity, and I was still below my plateau. So
wow.
That's just great encouragement for me to go forward with this and make it work, even though I have a very difficult job to make it work. I'll take protein shakes with me, and I'll take some grilled chicken with me or something of that nature, and just stay out of the truck stops. I mean, that's how I've got to do it.
So can I ask you a question? So you're a big guy. I mean, just naturally, even when you are at your target weight, you're a rather big guy. So drinking a protein shake sustains you, or do you have something else in addition to that you take?
Well, in the mornings, early in the mornings, I find a protein shake will last me 2 or 3 hours. So that's when I really turn to a bar,
Right.
one of the bars to help, or I'll have a few nuts or something like that just to get me to lunch. So.
And he's drinking lots of water.
Right.
Yeah.
And then tea. That makes a difference too.
The Neolife tea. Right.
And one of the things that you wanted to talk about were, as a diabetic, it's natural for them to have serious sugar cravings.
Right.
Right.
And he's not experiencing that.
I haven't had those sugar cravings in 5 or 6 weeks now since I started. And there again, it's the Neolife tea that we're using. And it is just, as a truck driver, I've used energy drinks in the past and so forth just to get through those long nights. But I find that the Neolife tea gives me the same effect without that huge high. You get that huge high, and then all of a sudden you bottom out after that energy drink is through your systems. But I do not bottom out like that with the Neolife tea.
Right.
So
You don't get jittery or
right.
anything.
Right. And the bars that you talked about are the Neolife protein bars.
Yes.
And
My personal favorite's the fruit and nuts.
that's
really
mine
very
too.
good.
Yeah. But the chocolate is the kids' favorite, so that's never in the
Right.
house. So they also have the glycemic control in there. So